My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon 2. Paracelsus has been out there, really putting themselves out there. They are now hopeful, amorous, and amorous again. And we are heading into the Sluice. First time here. Unmapped. Unacknowledged.
Tread carefully and quickly. This is swine country.
Swine country, I see. Our adjacency to something like the Warrens, perhaps, from a previous? Do I see? Oh, no map whatsoever. Okay. Cool. So we're just gonna be run past a bunch of locations. We don't really get. Ah, the Warren is here! And it's exactly the folk I might have thought would be here. Oh, Paracelsus, the glare of our torch reveals their weaknesses. Give them some blindness. Oh no, they're impervious? Oh, plus 50% to stun resist. I don't stun yet, so no problem. Swine Skulkers in the back line there, relatively low HP at only 15. They have no blight resist, but that's obviously due to Paracelsus just piercing all of the blight resist in the world. I'm gonna use a Toxic Ichor here in order to take away some of their dodge tokens before I throw a Plague Grenade to the back line. Missing one, but hitting the other. And then an Acid Rain to the back line, hitting both. And they both resist! What? Oh, they have 40% blight resist. Okay, it's much more reasonable then. Unfortunately, I'm a braggart, and Audrey has pulled down the wrath of the Carrion Devourer upon herself. And we now have a second Carrion Devourer. A fouled shank has completely missed there. Unfortunately, Baldwin's only capable of hitting people who have block ++ targets on them right now. I could consider using Withstand or something else like that, but no. I really should start working. 8 damage through a block ++ token is about as good as it gets. Oh, that was a resistance against 27%? Really unfortunate. I'm gonna have to start throwing my daggers directly at the Swine Skulker if I... Oh, 5 damage. If I want to have the possibility of actually removing them. Yeah, that's exactly what I didn't want to see. Unfortunately, I don't think I have Chalk Dust currently on any of my characters.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Which would otherwise be the ideal way to deal with this. Okay, Carrion Devourer is dead in the next round. We're healing one another. We don't need it, importantly, but we are healing one another. You know what? Audrey, it's time to taunt and dodge. At the same time, ideally. Oh, these crits. Nice. Very nice. Now, the damage that Damien, the Flagellant, does to themselves from using their abilities is a percentage amount. So because of that, Damien hits themselves for 11 when hitting the enemy for, 3 or 4. Seems a little lopsided. Never mind, that wasn't actually a problem at all. Getting another character back down on death's door. Excelente. Let's go for the Throne Dagger critting the enemy directly in the face. Battlefield Medicine for some healing there on Audrey, as well as a Cure of the Bleed.
The smallest variable can make all the
It's a
difference.
pretty good Warren right there, I think. Only 16 relics, though.
The loathing whispers.
Alas, I wanted more. Oh, I see, I see. Should I go to question mark on the path towards question mark, but I get a candle? The rewards, of course, are question marks. Or should I go question mark along the path to a question mark ultimately that gives me a candle and the rewards are question marks?
The unknown awaits. Be wary.
The unknown awaits, as opposed to the other direction. Which you did know one thing about, that it wasn't this one. Huh? Hello? An academic study? Those tend to be quite good. Audrey, if it's locked, someone valued what's behind it. Or Baldwin. There is thrill in the unknown and sometimes advantage, so each of them have a chance for a quirk. Each of them gets food. One of them has a chance for another quirk. One of them has a chance for a trinket. We're in an academics area. I'm gonna go for the trinket. Ah! This is why. Wounding words. If a stained item is equipped, plus 50% damage, negative 33% to their max HP. So, Damien, currently you've got all of this ridiculous HP. But, what if I took the bleed resistance, gave that to our leper, and then just gave them plus 50% damage? And then they just thunked people out of existence. Another possibility, what if I did Audrey instead? The big benefit of giving it to Audrey is Audrey has the ability to direct her damage to the back line individually with the thrown dagger. So I don't think it may be as much, or as appropriate rather. The leper is going to be lacking a lot of max HP if I use the wounding words on him. Would they be okay with that? I suspect right now damage is not my problem. And because of that suspicion, I'm not going to be equipping the wounding words just yet. I'm probably not going to get burnt in this area, so burn resist versus blight resist doesn't really make sense. I'm going to go with the path that has a candle of hope on it, because it's the only information I have that's different betwixt the two.
Stranger to itself.
Clear road ahead, and a clear mind. Another Warren?
Your path lies through them, and so they must fall.
Let's get Audrey to form a better relationship with the party. Good to see you, big boy. It's been a while. Alright. Honestly, I mostly did that just to reveal the Swine Skulker so that other characters can hit them. I did 2 damage to you and 11 damage to myself. All works out in the end, frankly. No, the corpse! Never mind, it didn't eat the corpse. We're all good. Unfortunately, Baldwin is currently blind. You know what? I'm gonna elect for a reflection here. I'm gonna try and reduce the oncoming chance of more... Ah, nice! Literally, it worked! I was trying to reduce the chance of getting yips. I did roll the 15% chance to get yips and to get blind on the leper here. However, I did also then resist the debuff with my 73% debuff resistance. Love to see it. Gosh, I am really not capable of blighting any of these fools right now. Not that that's very surprising in this area, now that I know it to be the Warrens. I'm not going to give you another corpse to eat. Thumb. Hit him with a solid 13. I feel like my thrown dagger always does minimum damage or crit. It's a 5 to 8 range, but it only does 5 or 12. The game is swearing up and down that it's a 5 to 8 range.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
You're choosing the right targets for all of these. I couldn't be more thankful. Thumb. I don't need to heal on the flagellant just yet. I'm gonna put that target down to death's door so that it dies when it begins its turn.
Deliberate and methodical appliance of harm.
Honestly, Damien? Heal yourself up. 58 health! Baldwin, do you want to just take that one home with 14? I was really hoping it was going to be a ridiculous number. Alas, I'll settle. We'll continue whacking away at that death's door for a wee bit here. Thankfully, each time we whack away at the death's door, we lower the death blow resistance to upcoming death blows. Greater Heartseeker, the indelible trinket. Plus 10% crit. We also have Vanished Vanity. Apply to attacker when hit, 33% chance to give them combo. If we have combo on targets, we can actually do a couple things with this team. That extra 10% crit.
The loathing abates.
Who thinks there's a snowball's chance in hell I was giving that to anyone except for the Grave Robber? Feel free to tell me. You are wrong, but feel free to tell me. Clandestine Cape. Let's give that to Paracelsus. Do I want Paracelsus to hold that? Ideally, I guess the cape should go on the person who acts as late as possible in the turn order? Wait, what if it's... Audrey takes the extra damage and extra crit, and then... No, because I want the Tempest to take the hits. Right, of course, the Tempest does want to get hit. But I don't want you to have the ability to inflict things upon miss. Lower healing received from skills. No, never mind. Back to fine with how this party is sorted out. Keep on keeping on. Ooh, we've managed to remove all of our loathing as well. Love to see that. A few relics along the path and another Warren. Yeah, so we'll have Damien increase their relationship with the Leper and Paracelsus. Impervious enemies again, so they won't be stunned. Just making absolutely certain that that is what that means in this combat, and it is. a foul shank. Some blight against our front line.
Bravo!
It's definitely plague grenades and acid rain for the back line. No block? It's 12 to 34 damage, and it does 14. Buddy, come on.
Vexation.
Meet me in the middle here. Oh, yeah, unfortunately I can't use Acid Rain. Also, I'm not in position to be able to use Acid Rain, even if it could. I think maybe Damien does want to move forward manually, even. So Paracelsus, you're going to hit for 3 or 4 damage, and you're guaranteed to hit your Blight on the target. We'll get a Death's Door trigger, which is weakness, so it's worth its weight in gold there for us. Ah, the Yips did come through, unfortunately. We're very blind on our frontliner. Let's go for an ounce of prevention. Make it less likely we get diseased over the course of this. Never mind, they did 7 damage. Apparently it's possible. Yeah, I really don't like my chances trying to blight anyone in this location, but I also can't do anything but that, really, so... Probably withstand here for some taunt and some defense.
Overcome even the greatest of threats.
Excellent. Plague Grenade on the back line is exactly what I needed to have connect. They can't even really resist that. Not when Paracelsus does it.
Abandoned or forgotten, it is ours now. The loathing whispers.
Unfortunately, we gained a loathing at the end of that encounter. Real challenge isn't the killing, it's deciding what to keep. Be more careful, damn you. Unfortunately, it looks like Audrey had a double negative relationship encounter with Paracelsus there. It shouldn't put them into the negatives at all, but we'll make it harder for them to have a positive relationship in the next area. Oh, wow. Audrey and Baldwin agree with one another that we should run away and that there's no fight in this. Absolutely not. Damien, you know the way. We must go through these enemies. Oh, they're all skitterers. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? Big sticker. And you got stuck with a combo, I see. Interesting. I think it's most important here for Audrey to try and remove as many tokens as possible. So I'm going to go for a Throne Daggers. Another pig sticker. Oh, unfortunately, I can't use Acid Rain from this position. However, I can pretty much confirm a blight on that frontline target at the absolute least. And that'll count.
Work.
Yes, 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 yes. Skitter away. I'm gonna... 32 damage to the skitter in the front line. Thump him out of existence. I may have, in retrospect, wasted some damage against them, but I'm more than fine with it.
Is no time
Oh,
to
the big
palter.
sticker for 14 on a crit. That's too much. Now I've got to destroy a grave. Hell yeah. Leper at the front, just eliminating enemies. Well, the Dead of Night gets us even more stress recovery for the party. Well, for the party, I say. For one member of the party. Ooh.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
Nice little positive relationship there between Paracelsus and Damien.
Easily resolved.
Oh, what trinket did we pick up? That looks like a reasonable rarity. It might actually get used.
Abates.
Random ally on turn start, add a positive token, 1/3 chance. If the flame is high though, lower debuff resistance. I am more than okay putting that on Paracelsus. We don't have more combat items to put on people, and... No, wait, hang on, we do. I'm going to give Damien both of the stacks of Toxic Ichor. And Paracelsus can hold the no stealth stacks, because that legitimately seems very, very useful in this area. Huh? More whiskey! It's so beautiful.
Rest tonight. Under the mountain's unblinking gaze.
Damien is now a coward. When they hit, they have a 5% chance to gain stress. They have a 10% extra chance to melt down when overstressed, which I don't actually think affects the flagellant, because the flagellant can't become, virtuous or melt down. They become rapturous or toxic, I guess, in this one. At turn start, if they are in rank 1, they have a 15% chance to move back 3. I would not want to see that triggered. It can end up getting triggered through the enemy rotating my board.
Shall we continue? Or is the lesson too demanding?
No. I didn't want to end it there. I just wanted to pull up the provisioner, and I forgot what tab that was. Extra bleed. Where is this?
Learn
Only
what
got
can
one
be
mastery.
taught, that you may stand just a little taller at the end.
I suspect it's possible that my best fight would be against the Harvest Child, and I know that I have to go to the lair in the next area, so the Fater makes the most sense to me, maybe? The idea of going to the Sprawl and just watching no damage get dealt to the Librarian as he dismantles my entire party, oddly, not appealing. So we're definitely going to be going to the Fater. I'm not going to complete it with no Coach items, and sure, I am more than happy for there to be Hoarders there, because I can utilize them.
Conventional fare, but fairly priced.
Tinned Delicacies, plus 30% max HP, and plus 10% to all resistances until next in. That's very useful. Get a pack of playing cards before we leave as well. So currently, I think the only non-friendly relationship is, Damien and Audrey. If they crit on one of these whiskey drinks... Dang, unfortunately they only got 1 to their relationship for each of them. If they crit on either of those drinks, it was possible to not have to buy another one, but... I'm fine buying the final one in order to get them across the hump to 14. Tinker's Bench for contraption items before each location.
Planning and mindfulness, as vital to survival as sharpened steel.
Was there anything I was using consistently in the last area? Ounce of prevention, no. Withstand, I think. I want another option for something to do very powerfully with Baldwin and preventing upcoming damage instances, or at least 75% of the damage from 2 upcoming damage instances. Certainly counts.
The roads are rife with peril. A little protection is always welcome.
Wounding words. No. I don't think I can give up the max HP on the old Tempest. On the Leper, that is, rather. We're at the Cross Swords. Plus 5% crit until the next inn. Neat. -1 stress to everyone, as well as heal to 50%. I think it's time. I'm gonna use Tin Delicacies on Baldwin. And then I think it's time for us to just set out on our route to the Theta.
Crumbling and undone.
Alright, let's do it. We're under 30 minutes here, so we will continue. Audrey and Damien are respectful.
A bond to be kept.
Acid Rain gives a damage token to Audrey. Love to see that. We've got an amorous relationship between our Leper and Audrey as well.
Desire will never die.
And a hopeful relationship between Paracelsus and Baldwin. Love to see that. We'll head into the Theta with, yeah, pretty good trinkets. Teams held up reasonably well. A lot of upgraded skills.
The rancid crop
okay.
and abhorrent.
Okay. So I know that I'm getting Hoarders later. However, in order to get to this lair, I must first go to this Hoarder. So I could duck out to the left to go to Watchtower, but I don't know, do I want to? There's an assistance encounter here. I guess I don't really need to raise my torch. Food supplies? Probably not. I think I'm just gonna barrel directly ahead. There's a barricade in the second road ahead for combat, and then another barricade even further on. So at least I know I'm not picking up a huge amount of loathing on my way. Also, it's nice to see the message that came up and actually told us what was up. Unfortunately, Damien, you are asking for the only thing that I desperately don't want to do. Oblivion's Ingress, then the lair, and then after the lair, I barely really get much decision before... double loathing on that path, rough wheel on this. You know what? Fine. Damien, let's reduce a little bit of your stress by actually looking at the Watchtower. Maybe it'll reduce some of my stress as well by allowing us to avoid overloading our amount of loathing or losing the wheels off our wagon or any some such. Fair enough. Still have to...
A simple choice. At least it should be.
Oh. I'm gonna go for the Hero's Shrine,
There's a barricade ahead.
and I'm gonna have to do it because I still need to unlock abilities until I have everyone's every ability.
Twisted by hopelessness.
Also, like, not for nothing, but the leper did not get Hugh. They got a different ability. I wanted Hugh. Enemy team settling for doing basically nothing. Love to see that.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Definitely gonna roll a reflection here, or stress removal, as well as possible yip prevention. I do additional blight piercing when I hit a target that has a combo stack on them, so we can actually get Damien to be able to take someone out like that. Plus 50% crit when the target has combo on them. I have a 100% chance to hit, a 100% chance to crit, and I'm gonna do 18 damage. Die. Sick.
A simple solution.
I'm going to use the answer prevention here because I'm not going to be killing the enemy in a single attack, but I may as well try and remove some stress from Damien along the way.
In this weighty gloom, a spark.
Lost max HP, lower chance to crit. Yeah, with basically no crit chance on your attacks there, Leper. You want extra HP? I don't think so. I'm not really running into that as an issue for you. Trying to be mindful of what issues each character is really facing so that I know when and how to address them. Leper.
Chapter 2. Infection. Early signs could be ignored or concealed, but soon the reality was inescapable, whether by some affliction of lineage or by direct transmission. Symptoms of incurable disease began to openly manifest themselves. Racked with pain, he summoned doctors and aides from the farthest reaches of his lands, all of whom concluded the worst. The king was dying.
For this resolution, we've attained revenge. Cooldown 3 can only be used 2 times in a battle. It gives vulnerability to self, 2 stacks of vulnerability specifically, and at turn start for the next 3 turns, gives a damage token, plus 50% damage on your next attack. Do I want to sub that in for anything? You know what? Purge is definitely not necessary here. It's a good way to clear corpses, or move a target to the very back if you really think you can do that, but move resist has already got my number on this one. That's just not really going to happen. However, the ability to go through an enemy's block is pretty good. It says it ignores block. I'm assuming that also counts block plus, as in it ignores block or block plus tokens. I'm assuming and hoping. Ooh. The upgrade to Revenge gives a 15% chance for the next 3 turns to start the turn with a crit, which would be ridiculous. Yes, I believe I don't get to choose not to go to this hoarder. If I don't choose to go to this hoarder, I don't go to the lair. If I don't go to the lair, I don't get the trophy. If I don't get the trophy, I don't get to go to the mountain. And I want to climb that mountain. There's things inside that need to die.
The loathing whispers.
Hello, Hoarder. I didn't leave myself enough money. Gilded Mind. Grave Robber. Flashing Daggers. No. Leper. You know, move resist, but I don't actually resist the move, unfortunately. Extra healing received from skills. When stress damage, heal. If noxious items equip +2 blight dealt. No. Early experiment would have been an amazing pickup. Unfortunately, I healed my caravan too much, and now can't afford it. Stun resist until the next inn? I'm gonna take a Clarifying Poultice as well as the Calming Flask there. I think that's probably all of the useful stuff here for me. So I'm really hoping that I get more baubles.
Consider all variables, but do it quickly.
Before I manage to make it to the Hoarders at the end of the map.
On this path.
So that maybe I can buy a trinket worth a dang. That seems like it'd be nice. If not, I'll happily roll with what I've got. Damien senses that you are meant for glory, Baldwin. Are you heartened by this?
They revel in debauchery, debasing themselves in the face of the end.
Definitely time to let Audrey sneak around here. The enemy's ambushed. However, they moved one of our team, and not in a way that matters at all. Lady and the Maid in the back line both have quite high blight resist, unfortunately. The Butchers in the front line have significantly lower blight resist. We'll roll for them. Repartee.
Analysis is the natural prelude to action.
As much as I just want to throw a dagger directly at someone for a 50% chance for a crit.
Lethality writ large.
Sorry, was I going to do something else? As it turns out, no. No, I wasn't. Oh no! Both of these characters are now out of position. Paracelsus wanted to be able to hit the back line with the plague grenade. That would have been incredible.
The enemy weakens
Alas.
and wanes. Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
And Butcher has 13 health and 10 blight. I'm gonna reflect, remove my own blindness, as well as increase my debuff resistance on our front line there. Perfect. Second crit, we take out the maid.
Are encouraging.
Mother's Embrace, and you redance them! That's excellent! That's exactly where I wanted them to go instead. Thank you. Do I know anything about what the... Oh, you have...
carefully, and you will discover its weaknesses.
You have too many unknown abilities there in the back line, lady.
A breakthrough.
Not sure what I intend to do about them, though. Alright. Now it's just You up there in the back line. I'm going to clear a corpse, because I feel like it's quite likely you either target the entire party, or target a corpse. Never mind, you don't care about the fact that I am stealth, you still attack the back line. I gotta start trying to get some damage on you. Might as well be Blight. I'm gonna heal up Paracelsus a little bit in order to get Damien on lower health, and then they'll be able to heal up better in the future. Roll a withstand to try and define the targets for the enemy. Let's remove another corpse. On Damien's turn, they can elect to use Lash's Gift to heal themselves significantly, as well as add an attack token to our Leper, who now has the enemy within reach.
Cooperation is the key. A simple variable, easily resolved.
Solid effort, friends. We do get 8 baubles there, so upcoming hoarders are suddenly a little bit more interesting. Yeah, it has to be Oblivion's Ingress, so I don't have a choice.
Decidedly inconvenient. At least we know what's coming.
Considering the path I have to take, there hasn't been much choice for me yet, effectively, on this map. I think there is exactly one point where I could have chosen to go in a different area and I would not have ruined my chances to get the lair. This could be a problem. The Implication has huge resistances. There's also a Firemouth there in the back line. How dare you? They loaded a shot in the cannon. It's gonna end up killing our entire team.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Dumb. Okay, Firemouth, I'll prevent you from ever getting an action.
Strength dwindles.
Grand. Audrey, I almost want to use Dead of Night to clear the corpse in order to prevent the possibility that you get struck by the enemy here. But I'm instead gonna have you kill one of them.
And
Yeah, they managed to put us on death's
test
door.
of all.
I'm gonna get Paracelsus off of death's door there. Baldwin. Yeah. You're gonna need to use some reflection here. Try and make it less likely that you miss. Audrey seems most appropriate that you kill a corpse here. Help move forward the target that I actually need to strike consistently. Let's also roll a Lash's Gift on our Leper for some extra damage on them.
What can we learn upon closer inspection?
Oh. Each of you will be stressed that I didn't heal the other one. Or that I did heal the other one. Let's go for the one that's going to get numerically the largest amount of health out of it, though. Oh, okay. Break works. That goes through the enemy's block and removes all of their block. And now I can use a powerful chop attack. Ugh, 28 damage against their 44 remaining. That's huge. Time to get rid of the final mineral spring water there.
Savor it.
100% crit chance. Come on! What is this?
Observe the
It's so much
subject carefully,
damage!
and you will discover its weaknesses.
I'm gonna have Damien take the stress off of... Oh, we did resist the stress gain there as well. Neat. Off of the leopard there. And we'll crit the enemy into obscurity. I think they actually probably had to load another shot there. I probably had a whole nother round of recovery actions I could have done. Whoa, 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 whoa. Was that movement resist? Sorry? Was that movement resist? It was. Baldwin? Yeah. Yeah. Plus 25% to movement resist and plus 20% to stun resist. Unfortunately, your death blow resist has gone down by 10%. Ooh, hang on. Milk-soaked linen! One target, remove blindness. All right. Deadeye. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna rotate the anti-venom and the milk-soaked linen because, let's be honest, the leper is mainly gonna be using that linen on themselves. Damien, I know you're stressed, but please stop spitting in the face of their so-called virtues. Baldwin manages to make it over the line with their friendship with Paracelsus, above 13 to total 14. Pasted enemies, they've all got +4 on their speed, so they'll pretty much all act at the start of the round, and then I respond.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
It's a lot of bleed on Parasite, on the leopard there. Unfortunately, I must use Plague Grenade for the back line. Nothing else makes sense right now for Paracelsus. I'm gonna withstand here. Some blight for the back line. Nice. That sets up a strength token on Audrey, who hits for 13 without critting. Oh, that's just short of preventing a Herald from getting an action. Ah. Please stop Clarion calling. I have extra blight piercing resistance when the enemy has a combo token on them, and this Evangelist does. Nice crit. Take out one of the heralds, the other one is going to die to its DOT. And Paracelsus, I think, yeah, you also need to get some blight out there pretty quickly. I would love to use Solemnity for a heal at this point. Alas. Only 9? Ooh, Nocturne Commune on both of them. Upcoming turns are going to be pretty harsh. If I can prevent that from being one, that would be very useful. So that's a Death's Door trigger for the Evangelist in the front. Definitely gonna start rolling out some heals and damage. Whoa, hang on. I'm 100% guaranteed to hit and 100% guaranteed to crit. Get on!
Steady yourself.
You got me. Of course it's toxic. All his friends hate him now.
A little health.
32 health on that crit. What? What? You thought I should have, Oh, I guess you would have actually got a little bit of a heal out of that. Kill the corpse, some stress recovery. And now it's definitely time to endure the stress of other characters. Reflection to remove even more. Get him. Pretty good Oblivion's Ingress right there. I believe this is another cultist trinket for us.
Let it die.
It's the ability to unlock the potential of them. For blight resistance.
The loathing abates.
Definitely gonna get rid of my minor Heartseeker when I have a Heartseeker. I feel it's actually possible that in the very final area, I rotate back to damage and one of the impulses on Baldwin in the front line. But not until then. Certainly not until then. I have to go to the lair, no choice. I'm just going to continue stressing out the most stressed out members of our party. Incredible whiskey pickups.
No doubt the source is within.
Our whole team is going to be very friendly at the end here.
Do you hear the child's cries?
Unfortunately, the livestock has really high blight resistance. Take the stress off of our leper in the front line. Just straight up remove it, as it turns out. Whoa! Just immediately remove the livestock. Thank you muchly. Headbutt on the leper does not manage to push them backwards. However, it does give them a combo token, which means I can ignore my blindness when attacking them. Be our guest, put our service to the test. Tie a napkin around your neck, Shrey, and we'll provide the rest. More acid rain in the back. That doesn't really seem like it'd be particularly effective. I think I might just try and endure the stress off of Audrey as well, and it works. And it works for full value, even. 6 to 9 on the damage range. Does a 6. Pop a withstand on our frontliner as well. An ounce of prevention here for a little bit of stress reduction on Damien, as well as hopeful prevention of DOTs or anything of that ilk coming out here. Looks like it might have prevented a little. I'm going to kill one of the corpses in order to get a heal on Audrey, as well as move the enemy forwards. Thump.
A resounding response.
We advance. Hello, honey. The
Analysis
dinner cart.
is the natural prelude to action.
Gosh, their blight resists are so high in this area. Only 17 when Paracelsus is doing it, though.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
I'm gonna throw Toxic Ichor on the enemies
Supposes strategy. Press on.
so that I can try and blight people. So I crit there and also have negative 33% to the enemy's blight resist, so I believe that means they had a 12% chance to resist me there. Right? Let's just quickly check. Critting on DOTs. So, oh, ignores 20% resist. Okay, so they had a 22% chance to resist me there. It seems now much more reasonable that they did. Oh, we actually got a disease resist there as well. Okay, ounce of prevention is going to be worth a lot right here, I feel. Baldwin, remove a blindness token from yourself. Well done. Now, kill the lady. Rolling that ounce of prevention to try and prevent any diseases coming out from the enemy's actions here. They have no ladies remaining. However, I do need to kill some corpses in order to reveal them to our leper. Ah. Never mind, the dinner cart is going to belch out more corpses in order to prevent that kind of a thing. I'm gonna roll up another withstand here in order to make sure I'm taunting the enemy at all times. Hopefully.
Cooperation is the key.
Ah. Bunch of resistance buffs to the back line there. Love to see it. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm really not gonna get blight on the enemy targets. It's just not really gonna happen here. But all my other abilities are also not good. So I'm gonna try it. Unfortunately, it will use up the combo token, but it gave the strength token to Audrey, who's gonna be attacking directly, and it did actually manage to blight the enemy. I have a 100% chance to crit on my next attack. Also, I'm stealthed, so I can't be directly targeted. Also, you have to target me if you can. All at the same time. Inhuman appetites. Corpulent has enabled a powerful skill. I don't want to see that powerful skill. I'm going to use Milk-Soaked Linen so I'm not blind, and then I'm going to thump you for 20 damage. The same amount I believe that you healed by. Use a Flash's Gift here to get some health back on our Flagellant. We'll get the enemy down to death's door. Belius Mortar does actually manage to... Round start, 15% chance to become weak on my damage dealer. Why?
Excellent work.
Let's give a Death's Door trigger to the enemy here. That'll do.
Persistence will overcome even the greatest of threats.
Kitchen Knives. Weapon Noxious. If target is blighted, plus 15% chance to crit. Gain on crit, heal 2. Gain on blight resist, an extra action 20% of the time. Ooh, neat. Harvest's Bounty, plus 25 inventory slots. That doesn't seem especially useful. Alas, I know that I need to advance here.
The harvest is here. Pity those with a place at the table.
Yeah, unfortunately the Harvest Child has very high blight resist. To be expected, unfortunately. Let's have a look at the Harvest Child for a bit here. In the back 2 rows, you move forward and you target our back 2 rows. You also have Maws of Life at the very front position. You hit the front 2 and then move back. And Tantalizing Tidbit.
Bravo!
Oh, we actually crit! So we extend the duration of that attack as well. Hunger overwhelms all reason. Moving Paracelsus forward there. I would love to use Ounce of Prevention for debuff prevention, but also Paracelsus is going to be so much of our damage. Courtesy of things like Plague Grenade. Ounce of Prevention doesn't prevent debuff resistances, but the enemy is going to be attacking and they're blighting and... Sure. Ounce of Prevention.
Cooperation.
I'll do the safe thing. Unfortunately, it looks like... yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Leper is going to be trying to eat the enemy here. Not what we wanted to see. Crit for 20 damage against the Harvest Child. Love to see. Let me eat the child. Let me eat the child. Let me eat the baby. Let me eat the child. Okay, fine. I'll eat the food instead. Oh no. Oh, it only manages to get the Harvest Hunger on... Unfortunately, a character who still can access the food. Oh no. Oh. We've moved the leper out of position to be able to actually do anything there, unfortunately. I'm going to move Audrey back 1 space manually. Unfortunately, now the leper still can't do anything, but at least they're in position to be able to do something, even if they can't. Gotta roll that with sand. Get some taunt tokens, some block tokens. My flagellant! I need you to do other things than just eat all of the meat. Oh, thank heck. Okay, I had a 50% chance to miss that because of my blindness, but due to the amount of damage it was going to put out, I really didn't want to miss it. This is also a possibility of missing due to the blindness, but... Never mind, it's a crit! And it removes the DOTs that were active on Baldwin at the time. I can't believe you just moved forward. Baldwin's standing right here, buddy. 22 damage. Oh, I even managed to get through their blight resist at the very end. That legitimately surprises me quite deeply. Enemies on death's door. They try a couple more times here. Alas. I'll get him. I am so glad I didn't go to the lair in the previous area and possibly lose.
Threats await those who dare.
Rather than just waiting and doing it here. Okay, Power of Celsius. Gonna get rid of the traveling heal. Chance to produce poultice items before each location, probably not. Don't think I can carry the sacrificial host with me. Hacksaw doesn't seem important. Oh wow, I have so many items here. Hang on, Hail Draft, get rid of that. Art Seeker 2. Heat Shield also. Rousing Reorder. Gosh, I need to get rid of so many things here. Mortar and Pestle. Strange Sapper and the Clandestine Cape feels like those two are pretty deeply outmoded at this point. And Damien currently has a spot to hold these smoke bombs, giving us an actual slot to possibly pick stuff up in. Wait a sec. Also, Paracelsus, you are holding the kitchen knives. Good. And the corrupting cleavers on the outside of them. Grand. Bleed resist is probably more important than blight resist in this area, so Damien is holding the correct thing at the moment. Yeah, okay. Oh, I could have also thrown the clasp knife. So, throw that preemptively here. So, upcoming, I believe we have 2 Hoarders and maybe something that... Whoa, hang on. Hero Shrine first. Love to see that.
The loathing whispers.
If there's a battle in Hero Shrine, do I reduce my loathing? There's one surefire way to find out.
We must understand the past if we are ever to be free of it.
Alright. Leper. I need you to learn abilities that hit 2 people at once. From the front row.
Chapter 3. Treason.
You hear about the gunpowder plot?
Tradition, like any illness, spreads slowly. Rotten with a cynical opportunism born of long-standing entitlement, the scheming circle of advisors drafted mutinous plans. Though bedridden, he had long since divined their intent and feared the disastrous results of their would-be rule. Summoning his blacksmith and his strength. He hoisted his blade and rose to meet the coming threat.
Ooh. Get him, Baldwin. Intimidate. From our front line to any of the enemies. Gives self... ooh. Gives self taunt to and gives target weak to. I think I might actually tag that on right now. Perhaps instead of solemnity. The ability to weaken a target who might try and do something is pretty good. Oh, hang on. Hang on, hang on. Creature Den. Maybe I don't want to go to another hoarder right now. Do I even have... Oh, I have enough baubles to buy a good trinket. Dang. That makes the decision much harder. Well, because the thing is, if I go on any of these hoarder paths, rather, I end up with 2 loathing. 2 more loathing, and then I shake 1 at the Olivian's Rampart just before the end. But I do get to be pretty picky about getting a very good relic. That seems like it's worth its while.
The loathing festers.
Deviate not from our anointed path. I don't intend to move that far from it, buddy. Hoarder. The Greater Anchoring Charm for Please Don't Move Me. 50% extra move resist. Annotated textbook. Melee skills have extra crit. If medicinal herbs are equipped, you give extra healing. And if it's start of turn order, you get vulnerable. Simple flower. If I could get the simple flower and the anchoring charm, maybe. But you already have an anchoring charm. And on move resist. But how likely are you to move resist in the final fight that much, right? Awkwardly, I don't know if any of these are actually what I really want right now. Closest would be the Greater Hail Draft, but it's not giving me... That wouldn't give me the opportunity to look at the next Hoarder and see if maybe they hold something I care about more. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go to the next Hoarder.
An elementary problem, is it not?
We'll take a road battle here in order to prevent having to take a hazard and rough patch. They really did ambush us. Anyway, we're back in order. Yep. They loaded the shot. I am gonna break you.
Malaise, measured and steady.
Solid crit, but it really doesn't hurt that much. Gotta roll an ounce of prevention here.
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
8 more damage to the implication. I don't want to use the milk-soaked linen right now, but I think I have to. We kill the implication.
On to the
Beautiful.
next.
I didn't want to use the milk-soaked linen because I wanted to leave myself with some of them, at least for the final fight, to pull out of like a really tough position. but I also would have only had one of them for that final fight. So I guess instead I'm hoping to run across another batch of them, perhaps? Grave Robber, if in rank 4, you possibly... Yeah. Greater Gilded Mind. Oh, Greater Sharpness Drink lost 20% damage just by base. Nothing else changes. Griddle. Like flapjacks. Everyone likes flapjacks. Curious is the Troutmaker's art. Okay. I'm going to cast into the Abyss a couple of things here. Let's get the Hag's Hoard out. And in doing so, I open up enough space to buy Greater Sharpness, the Impermeable Poultice, the Clotting Poultice, then... in getting rid of the Sharpness Charm, I have enough space to also take the Clarifying Poultice. Good. So ideally, I'll be able to use all of these poultices near the very end to try and prevent significant impacts from the final boss against my party. Undestined Cape there again. No. Strange Spear. Nope. I think I'm good.
The loathing howls.
Yes, unfortunately, the loathing does howl. However, we will have an Oblivion's, I believe, Rampart up here. And in combating that, we will remove one more loathing. Get ourselves back down to only 2. Come at me, buddies. I'm ready.
What is it, then, that gazes back so intently from the abyss?
That's a lot of stress you dealt to him, my friend. How'd you... Why? Why? This altar does need to go down. I feel like I'm probably not going to manage to pluck through all of their block targets. Block tokens, rather. It's going to crit on its next 2.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
I'm gonna actually endure some of the Leper's stress here, because the Leper is already capable of just directly hitting. Yeah, and that seems much better off for us. Damn it! 75% chance to crit there, which would have given us the ability to blight for longer! No! My party! I needed them not to look like that. Paracelsus can only move 1 space back at a time, and the Leper can only move 1 space forward at a time. That's 2 turns that I have to waste there. I'm gonna destroy that corpse in order to give the Leper the ability to hit the Deacon. Please stop stressing out my Leper just a ridiculous amount for no reason. Never mind. Never mind, actually, it was a good thing. There is always more you can give, Baldwin. Always. Katha.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Excuse me? Paracelsus just said masterful in response to Damien missing. Why are you so shady? 10 damage to the Deacon out of our team there. So the ideal here is to... Oh wow, never mind. Without being able to cause that blight, we're not going to get the Evangelist onto Death's Door before they attack here. So instead they attack for full damage.
A master stroke.
He's gonna throw out a couple crits. Seems like a good idea.
All problems have their solutions, even the big ones.
And then the medium ones. The small problems, however, you have to deal with first. Hence, the altar. Wolf's Blood, negative max HP by 15%, but plus 3 to your speed. Happy to immediately throw that into the abyss. Unfortunately, you don't manage to pick up food.
Candlelit windows promise refuge.
Come on, it's in time, baby. All right. What does the final inn hold for us?
The place is a little worse for wear, but familiar nonetheless.
Baldwin's an amateur armorsmith, 5% chance to gain a block plus token at the start. Damien is off guard. At combat start, they are dazed, and at round start, they have a 15% chance to become vulnerable. Damien! Ah! Audrey is a Gaunt Slayer, plus 5% crit, and the Deathblow resistance piercing, same on Paracelsus for a Plague Eater Slayer. This area is the Miller's Bounty. Negative 50% to in-item and combat item prices, and we get 1 stress recovery. Alright.
Spend what you can, for wealth no longer has meaning. If indeed it ever did.
Disease Resist managed on the Tempest there, who, yeah, their hero path gives them 100% to Disease Resist, thankfully. So of course they didn't get diseased by that. Audrey, you are neutral with... It was Damien, right? Yeah. So we absolutely need to fix that. Baldwin, you are at max affinity with a bunch of characters. Love to see that. I'm going to continue to increase Audrey and Damien's relationship then. 2 targets, negative stress. Yeah, don't blight Paracelsus. Paracelsus specifically wants to resist being blighted in order to possibly gain extra actions. Yeah, don't burn them. Heal up Damien. We've got to go to Wainwright and install the Harvest's Bounty.
A new variable in the equation of your fate.
5. Yeah, okay. 5 more mastery points. Good gosh. But I don't know what I'm preparing for. How do I know what to mastery? Blah. Toxic Ichor for lower resists on the enemy. Gonna be relevant. Their corpses. Rate a trap. Disease resist until next in. Possible movements. Ceremonial drum. Please don't move either of the front of my party backwards. I dislike that. That would not be okay by me.
Experience, however painful, is the greatest teacher of all.
I feel like everyone else pretty much needs to make sure that Baldwin's capable of attacking. I feel like Deathless is going to make a lot more sense. The ability to heal other people with Damien in this upcoming area. It really feels like I'm probably only going to be throwing direct daggers or something like that, right? Oh, Dead of Night will make probably no sense in the final fight if I had to guess. Let's tag Absinthe. And Audrey, you should also actually tag Absinthe the skill. I wonder if I should do something similar with Baldwin with Solemnity. Or Revenge. Ounce of Prevention makes a bunch of sense, I think. Battlefield Medicine doesn't. Emboldening Vapors? Speeds up the target, also gives them damage token. Don't think that's relevant. This is difficult. Expect Revenge and maybe even Solemnity. And then I'm going to go to Baldwin and I'm going to tick off Intimidate and Break for Revenge and Solemnity. Am I okay? Oh, I did just give you a bunch more move resist and debuff resistance without the anchoring charm. I think I can afford this. Yep. I think we are going to go for the damage trinkets there. Going for the health trinkets behind. We've got damage and crit on our Deadeye, and then our Alchemist in the back line is ready to blight the absolute heck out of anything that looks at them sideways. Money means nothing outside of this location, so I should use it all here. Some more resists, some food. Okay, so where are we? Disease resist, Audrey. Try and disease him with the food. Same to Paracelsus. Okay, no diseases. Got him. Soothing Poultice. Paracelsus. Clotting Poultice for... Oh, wait. You're hemophobic. You are mortified by blood. Take the Clotting Poultice. It's not made of blood, I promise. It's probably flowers or something, right? Oh, I can just stack even more bleed resist. Oh. I thought
Something
that
to
after
ease
one
the
person
rigors
used
of
the
the
poultice, there
road.
was no way I was going to get to use it again. Or after they'd used the poultice, they couldn't use the poultice again, rather. All right. Yeah, I think that's a reasonable amount of protection against the poultice. Hey. I think I would rather the stress reduction rather than chance to reduce whiskey, because I'm not coming back to another inn, so I can't use the whiskey.
Meet each challenge on its own terms.
All right. I think that sets us up about as much as we can be.
All roads lead to the mountain, but only one leads beyond it.
Let's rest.
And then journey onward.
We have some relationships here. Our leper and flagellant are respectful of one another.
A bond to be counted on.
Oh, acid rain gives an attack damage token to Baldwin, baby. An amorous relationship continues.
Desire will never die.
A hopeful relationship between our plagues. Noxious Blast and Punish. Each give negative stress to the other, and respectful. For dodge tokens. I don't like that it can give the respectful buff, or rather, it can give the buff, rather, to things that you don't have tagged. It's given it to Incision, and I haven't used Incision literally at all this entire run so far. Speaking of this run so far will end in the next episode, because this episode so far is over. My name's been Rhapsody. Name of the game's been Darkest Dungeon 2. Series playlist is up in the top left. YouTube recommendations down below, and stream past the names of the people who generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyLays, and all of the thank to a special thanks this episode to Moms. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.